Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new here, huge welcome to you. I'm seriously glad you clicked on this video because today, oh man, we got something golden. Literally, we're diving into the shiny world of Euro coins, specifically the Belgium 50 euro cent coin from 1999. Now you might be thinking, it's just a coin, right? But trust me, this little beauty is packed with history, value, design magic, and even a bit of royal flair. By the end of this video, you'll be looking at your spare change like it holds a secret. So grab a snack, get comfy, and let's unlock the story behind this coin that's more than just pocket money. All right, let's start with the basics, but I promise they're not boring. Back in 1999, the world of European currency was going through a serious glow-up. It was the beginning of a whole new era, the birth of the euro. Even though the actual euro notes and coins didn't start circulating until January 1st, 2002, the minting process kicked off years earlier. Countries were gearing up, prepping their presses, designing their coins. In Belgium, well, Belgium was flexing with style. This 1999 50-cent coin wasn't just a test mint or a prototype. Nope, it was a real deal, ready to enter wallets and coin purses across Europe. Think of it as one of the earliest members of the Euro family, waiting patiently behind the scenes until its big debut in 2002. So, what makes this particular coin special? Let's talk design, and it's royalty approved. Flip to the national side of the coin, and you'll be greeted by the distinguished profile of King Albert II. That strong nose, the calm expression, it's regal but not over the top. His royal monogram, which is a sleek capital A topped with crown, sits just to the left of his face. It's clean, it's classy, and it screams Belgian royalty without being flashy. Now, you might ask, why King Albert II? Well, in case you're not deep into your Belgian monarch trivia, no judgment, Albert II reigned from 1993 to 2013, and he was known for being quite a grounded ruler, loved by the people. He wasn't one to seek the spotlight, but his steady leadership during a transformative time in Europe made him a respected figure. So, it makes sense that his face would represent Belgium on something as iconic as a euro coin. Next to the king's profile, on the right, you'll spot the mint year, 1999. And right above it, there are tiny symbols. Those are the mint marks. One shows the head of Archangel Michael, which is the official symbol of the Brussels Mint. The other? That changes depending on the mint master, like a signature. It's those small details that make coin collecting, or even just learning about coins, so addictive. Every tiny mark has a meaning. Now, flip the coin over to the reverse side. This is a common design used across all Eurozone countries. It was created by Luc Louix, a Belgian designer. Yes, Belgium showing up big again. And it features a map of Europe with 15 nations marked out. Surrounding it are 12 stars, one for each founding EU country, and some bold text indicating the value, 50 euro cent. Simple but symbolic. Luc Louix actually won a Europe-wide competition to design the reverse side of a euro coins. Imagine that, competing with artists from all over, and coming out on top with design that would go on to be minted billions of times. His initials, LL, are also subtly placed on the coin. It's like a hidden autograph on a masterpiece. But hold up, this coin isn't just a pretty face. Let's get into the specs, because they're kinda cool. The 50 euro cent coin is made from Nordic gold. Sounds like something from a fantasy novel, right? But no dragons involved. It's actually a metal alloy made of 89% copper, 5% aluminum, 5% zinc, and 1% tin. The result? A beautiful golden hue that doesn't tarnish easily and holds up to years of circulation. Its weight is a solid 7.8 grams, and it's got a diameter of 24.25 millimeters. The edge is reeded, not smooth, so it gives that satisfying grip when you roll in your fingers. There's something oddly satisfying about it, right? So here's a question, what's it worth? In terms of face value, it's obviously 50 euro cents. But collectors? They see something else. Now, Belgium minted a decent number of these in 1999, over 75 million, to be exact. So it's not like it's ultra rare yet. However, coins from the early Euro years are becoming more sought after, especially well-preserved examples or ones with slight minting errors. If you find a 1999 Belgium 50-cent coin in uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated BU condition, it could go for a few euros on collector markets, maybe more if it's graded by a professional service. And of course, if you happen to stumble upon one with a minting error, like off-center strikes, double stamps, or die cracks, well, now you're talking collector gold. Those can fetch surprisingly high prices because they're so unique. But let's not forget the historical and sentimental value. This coin is literally a piece of European history. It symbolizes unity, change, and the beginning of a massive shift in global currency. Remember, before the euro, Belgium was using the Belgian franc. So this coin marks a farewell to that era and the welcome of a new chapter. It's like holding a little time capsule. And here's where things get even more interesting. Some people don't just collect these coins, they hunt them, like full-on coin hunting adventures. They'll go through rolls and rolls of euro coins from banks or swap with collectors online, all in the hope of finding these early-year gems. The thrill of spotting a 1999 Belgium coin with the king's calm face staring back at you. It's a rush. Now imagine this scenario. You're walking down the street in Brussels, sipping on some rich Belgian hot chocolate, and you get some change back. You glance down and boom, there it is, a 1999 50-cent coin, gleaming just enough to catch your eye. Maybe it's been circulating for 2 decades. Maybe it passed through 1,000 hands. But now it's in yours. That's the kind of magic these coins hold. And if you're someone who just casually collects coins or loves stories from history, this Belgian 50 cent is a great piece to start with. It's affordable, available, and beautifully designed. And if you get deeper into the hobby, it becomes one of those anchor pieces in your collection, the one you look at and think, that's where it all started. You might even start learning about other euro coins, how different countries customize their national sides, how designs evolved after 2007, how commemorative editions change the game. But this 1999 coin from Belgium, it's got that OG status, that foundational legacy. And guess what? We're just getting started. We're going to go even deeper. We'll talk about coin grading, how to tell if yours is valuable, how Belgium's euro coin designs changed after 2008, and what collectors are really looking for today. Oh, and we'll also peek into how to protect, store, and maybe even sell your coins a smart way. So stay tuned, because this journey into the golden heart of Europe's coins is only halfway through, and the best is yet to come. Let's start off with something a lot of people are curious about. How do you know if your 1999 Belgian 50-cent coin is worth more than just 50 cents? It all comes down to condition, rarity, errors, and demand. Let's talk about condition first. When it comes to coins, collectors are obsessed with something called coin grading. This is basically a scale, usually from 1 to 70, used to determine how well-preserved a coin is. A coin that's been passed around 1,000,000 times and looks like it's been through a war might score somewhere around 10 or 20. But one that's fresh from the mint, with zero wear, might score MS 65 or higher. MS stands for mint state. If your 1999 Belgium 50-cent coin is in uncirculated or even proof-like condition, you've got a piece that collectors would definitely notice. Next is rarity. Now, we mentioned earlier that over 75 million of these were minted in Belgium in 1999, so they're not rare in the traditional sense. But here's the twist. Condition rarity is a real thing, meaning, while 75 million were made, how many do you think are still out there in flawless condition? Not many. Most have wear, scratches, discoloration, or just the damage of being in circulation for over 20 years. So, if you find one that's still shiny and untouched, that becomes way more valuable. Then we've got errors, and this is where things get spicy. Sometimes, during the minting process, mistakes happen. Maybe the die strikes the coin off-center. Maybe the lettering is doubled. Maybe there's a die crack. Or the coin is struck on the wrong metal planchet. These are called minting errors, and collectors absolutely go nuts over them. Here's what you should look for in your 1999 Belgium 50-cent coin. Double strikes or doubled images. Is the king's face or the monogram slightly doubled? Misaligned lettering or design. Are the stars not in perfect formation? Is the edge strangely cut? Planchet issues. Is the color a little off? Does the weight feel different? Die cracks. Tiny raised lines or blemishes on the surface. Even a tiny error can mean big bucks. Some European error coins have sold for hundreds, even thousands, of euros depending on their uniqueness and visibility. That's why it's always a good idea to inspect your coins carefully, maybe even with a magnifying glass or microscope if you're serious about it. Now, let's talk about design evolution, because Belgium didn't just stop at the 1999 design. In 2008, the EU introduced some updated rules for the national size of euro coins.